I am playing Doki. This is part 2 for me. I got my slushies. Coke slushies, not what I wanted, but that's what I got. Sometimes you work with what you got. So, let's start reading. Excuse me if I'm eating my jerkies. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you do? What do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand over her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Okay. Let's see if I can... I want to change my name. I can't. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Christina, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the only one asking. The one asking you, Christina. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she said she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? It seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Christina. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. And It's like an extra light is turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Christina. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know, anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Walks kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me to not worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? I know it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me over her book. But she looks away just as quickly, flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she's a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not bad, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Christina, the world's full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very important person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands and makes her way to the closet. Apollo watches him retrieve a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I didn't realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just being a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell that? Do you want to tell me there's something wrong with help involving Christina in club activities? My mouth gapes open. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's go, Christina. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Dang, Yuri, girl. Once in the hallway, someone puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but there's also no right for Monica to judge people like that. Christina, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Christina, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I felt kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Christina, do you like, fucking yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only even be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was putting a show, and you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's with you, when it's you who's around. Anyway, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Christina. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Christina, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So, that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. We'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. There's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sailor's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. If in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slants closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it in my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. What? What? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges in the pages. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. You need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. And she holds it so that I don't have to any longer. I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. Look at her rainbow lashes. Girl, where you get them shit? But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, pop it into my shit. Then I make another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. Oh, bitch. Beat time! She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop there. I apprehensively put the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Her expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Christina, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Mom, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really intense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm, before Yuri parts her lips, but I stick with this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Christina, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the 2 cups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who wants to jump on first? As always, Monica. Hi, Christina. Have you thought about when you want to submit to perform for the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica bake the poem. Put it in my hands. This one's good. It sounds like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. I'm getting honest, she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, like turns the light on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in the head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah. A fictional one, anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Let's read. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back aloft. Afloat? Aloft. They pick up a gust of wind. Fucked it up at the end. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of in my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that too. Oh, 'cause they're 2D. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But when you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, you'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Monica, you is crazy as shit. Da 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 boo ba da ba ba da ba da. Natsuki. Nah. I guess really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I get my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it. Bitch ass. Unless you really don't suck at it. Got distracted. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short of all consent. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, I really love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. And she shoves the poem in my hand, her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was just to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really that girl I was trying to impress in the first place. I ain't good read hers. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you went to someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Christina. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Huh. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walked out of the classroom, humming to herself. Why should leave early? Girl, we're supposed to walk home together. Christina, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been sort of a spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but I feel like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Christina, during lunchtime, I ate by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way of putting it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm sure I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. Why do I think her dress had polka dots on it? They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? You're not a know-it-all, Christina. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. Aw, I know I'm a different person, Christina. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I could make friends. And I would say I've made at least one success. Wouldn't you? Girl, put your boobies away. If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chastically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but breezy, gray, rolling clouds, an endless enigma. Easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down it, in it like a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, while my toes squish into the sand. The soft air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming trindles. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth evermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Natsuki didn't even let me read her poems, so I don't really have much to continue. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? And it's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I can agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did just sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Gee, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnant air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's off balance. Everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Well, she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misreading my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for me, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you let me come up with Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I've never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So, you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. Oh, that's great. Push the wrong button. You'll be wondering how to help Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Christina, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I'm really appreciative of that. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I still wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. I have to remember a bunch of situations like that. I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle that baking on your own. Christina may not like to be around you if you only make him out of a nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to assist with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to make excuses for Christina too. Well, what are you saying? I will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Christina to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, I can just say my name's Christian. Fuck it up. I'm gonna start saying Christian now. Fuck it. I can't change it. He hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said that. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Christian, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Okay, let's see. Yuri, yeah. That's potential bang. Natsuki, making them cupcakes. She bitch. I don't like her. She a little hoe. But Sayori, my friend. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So, you'll help with Yuri then, Christian. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Bitch, it's not being a bitch. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Christina? Christian, me, yeah. I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Christian picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I can do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she's already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone else. Must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she's trying to say something Sayori would say at the time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I just realized that I don't have any way of contacting you for this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You're and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I just want to approach you for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Christian. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you're only choosing me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the only reason. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. You believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looked straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that, an exchange. I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to miss Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we are outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous about that Sayori finds out about this? It's like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this isn't about the club. I have nothing to worry about. I'll just go with it, and then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my head. My mind, between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play, so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Oh shit. There's no music. Oh my god, what is happening? Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange to... Fuck. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Christina. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is a messy, as it's always been. Let's see, shallowed duck, cow, coffee cup, book. Outside are the same stuffed animal with small decorations that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sure, I left by the time we decided what was last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Are you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares into a random direction. Something about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles and shakes her head. That's not good, Christina. Huh? Christian. Fuck up. No, I'm just gonna say it. Why can't it just be like this always been? It's not my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come over here, but you wouldn't have been thinking about me at all right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. Oh, Earth, are you safe? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. And there's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sure gives me an empty smile. It really put me in a trap, Christina, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're just going to make me say it, aren't you, Christina? I guess I had no choice this time. Oh, bitch, you pregnant? Girl, plain bean. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Oh. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make sure everyone's happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori to keep this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done anything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make everything a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Christina. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me, but then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone's club feels like a spear going through my chest. So that's why. That's why I decided the world wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Christina, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that can have helped is if everything can be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Sure, you're younger. What did you do? I made join the lunch club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. Look, I made the decision. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace. Ah, Christina. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Ugh, seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Christina, Sayori isn't hugging me back. It's like my arms being wrapped around her, so her arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Christina, so her belly managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Jill Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Christina. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And if she does so, I'll let her go as well. Festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, and yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come over and hang out? It could be fun. It will be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, I look forward to it. I think we'll stop after the festival. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a complete panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't at home yet. Were you waiting long? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I do. Yuri is me, bro. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Oh, bitch. But first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you. Anybody's gonna have somebody over in their room, female, male, whatever. Especially if you're trying to impress them, you gonna clean that room. All them dirty bowls gonna be gone. No. I would be really embarrassed for him to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap to make sure she's keeping track of them. So we get started. Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Not the phenom time. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned to take it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really great. Neat. What's that wood thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oil. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch at the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to pass through the small hole on the top. Well, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? Oh, it's a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions, helps you feel them flow through your body. The chakra. Bitch, I watch too much Naruto. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. And I'm dropping Skittles. I took a whole bag of Skittles. No, she said you let me know. Don't you think that it would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. Subtle? So you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls it out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? To tie you up, my dear. Yayori! I mean, Yayori. I was gonna say Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. I'm reading paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will these be used for? Well, I'm going to get a piece of ribbon to hang them on the doorway of the classroom. Then we get a fasten paper to the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Or would it just be also eye-catching those passing the room? It may attract someone to peek inside. This is actually really creative. I had no idea you would be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do feel intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. It was just me, or she's more relaxed when it's just us two. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels about sharing something she enjoys. Here's your marker, Christina. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you more when I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Seeing the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, do my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unveiled a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. I like this strand so beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of wave etched into it. I start throwing knife. Bitch, because she's from Naruto, probably. Some of us gently tinted to blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That's really fancy. Well, Barrister looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. And it's where the record screech. And they're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Bitch, what it is? Are you out here trying to cut bitches? Yuri? I mean, Yuri? Yeah, Yuri. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting to be into, I guess. I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah. It's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? You're relaxing her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Very carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hand. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of the sharpness, I feel the point of the knife in my index finger. Ow! Christina, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife's extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles from my bits. Don't lick it. Mary takes my hand and gives me a more closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidget. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. With that warning, Yuri puts her. I knew it, you nasty! Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curling on my finger. Bitch, if somebody did that to me, I would get that big ass knife, get it in her bag, and give it until it cook out, and don't see her come back to my house. I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How did I do something like that? I'm sorry. It was a little weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? I think you're overreacting a little. No, she's not. Bitch, still trying to lick my blood off my finger? What the hell you trying to do, vampireness? Bitch, I dropped a whole ass skittle. She didn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this like the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This must be something to do, but I do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Christina, did you really just do that? Now we're even. I just want to do something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. I'm not for the sweet. I forgot they had that thing going. Rum on jasmine oil. It would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Christina. Yuri giggles shyly. You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Bitch, you want to bandage it? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Yeah, if you licked it, you licked it closed. Fucking Damon Salvatore looking ass. Bitch. I got another bag of Skittles for later. Why is there mustard in here? What the hell am I doing? Look, it already stopped bleeding. See? Oh, I see. That's relieving. The tension quickly lifted. I can't believe she said I was weird. Bitch, you just licked my whole ass shit. Oh man, it feels so good. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon, like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress in the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected. It will be very effective as the door curtain. It looks great. Good thing you're coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right, of course. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to paint each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cup's too much, it won't be too diluted. Taking your advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot here or anything? No, not at all. Is there anything wrong? So, let's mix paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets. Dropping him, listen, Yuri, you got like hidden tattoos, you got boils. I mean, bitch, you just like my finger gas kind of diseases I need to know about, because you let me know. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with colors of a sunrise in daytime and sunset nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What were you going to write? Well, it'll be a little more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and a few drops of different color and paint across the banner and serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it that way. I mean like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. But I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking of herself. For me, that was gross, I'm sorry. I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. This is me! Except my hair's blue. I just like when I can spend time with another person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. I just have a friend next to me to make things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simple sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Yes! Bitch! Let's get it. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. I'm at the same time causing my head to bump hers. I'm so sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. Your face. There are drops of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got my paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get you a towel right away. I rushed out, fetched a small towel, then I dampened it with the hot water. To my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, look. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh, you can't run because you won't arch your arm on me like that, girl. Look. Oh, you can do this. So you can see the background. Okay. Appreciate the art. Appreciate it. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Right. Love you, shit.
Love you too, shit.
Go on there, you little sheep shirt.
Look at this. What's that?
What is it?
That?
No. What do you call it?
Palm.
Palm.
A palm.
Pone? Like Al Capone?
Yeah.
Chilling. No, I love you too. Isn't it? It is an intense expression that I recognize from where she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, halfway through slightly parted lips. What is happening? She Owen. Oh. Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sent a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Let's look at his room. What's all the books you got? Look, they got the. Look, got the. Appreciate it. They got the lights like in the corner of the what's that called, the border. Like if they got the light on, how it will reflect. I like that. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picked up her brush again, but her movements seemed clumsier, like she was unable to focus. I remained silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieved my own brush and continued following Yuri's example. That should do it. I just finished filling the night sky with white dots that looked like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it was very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything much more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was really hoping we would have extra time for finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seemed to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. See, she got a friend. I need a friend too. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of said that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Forgot you don't like going out much. I just stumbled over my words. Yuri smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So, you're very thoughtful, Christina. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh, Yuri, girl, back up. No, you like that? Maybe I do. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori, hi, Christina. Sayori, just now, we weren't, it's okay, Christina. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together tomorrow, the festival tomorrow, so I fucked that up when I said that, but, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri scurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination. Country almost came out for a minute there. But my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to roll down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Christina? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it make me feel like why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Christina. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Christina. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Christina, I like you so much that I want to die. Oh. Girl, you're depressed. Don't be saying that. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. Wait, how can you... Okay, you like somebody so much you want to die. But what if they like you too? I'm not saying that I like Sayori. But like, you can't just be saying that to people, especially when we're friends. We've been friends for a while now. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, you'll always be my dear... I love you. But if I say I love you, like... She's gonna take that the wrong way. You'll always be my dearest friend. Wait. Let me go ahead and save this, because I feel like this can make a decision that I want to change. Maybe later, I don't know. Because, I mean, I love her, like it's my best friend. But then it says, you'll always be my dearest friend. So I love you as like boyfriend, girlfriend thing. And you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need is for things to be like they always have been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best, and that will make you happy in the end. I promise. I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest. Oh! I should have told about this. Sayori! Okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being selfish. So please, don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I'm here. So just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Christina. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori. What the fuck just happened to me? But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should do something more, or something different. I knew these thoughts will come to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but I thought that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I'm gently rolling it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough. Funnily? That's a funnily? Funnily? The fuck is funnily? Where's my Siri, bitch? Hey, Siri. What does funnily mean?
Finally means after a long time,
Bitch,
typically involving difficulty or delay.
Is that what I said? What does funnily mean?
Finally means after a long.
Funnily.
Finally mean.
Funnily. This bitch.
Finally
I'm
mean.
done with you. Shut the fuck up. This bitch said finally. Funnily. Okay. I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend some time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. One music go. Christina, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each desk in the classroom. Must be the one she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem outline that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days is important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I still remember this when Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility with her, Christina. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did you really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all. So, don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page. Make sure it's not me. Giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent? Get out of my head. 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 Basically, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. She's just bitch. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Christina? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Mona calls after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's been a big deal to at least wait for her, or to help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking up to her school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reached Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really loves me. Leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Film game script line. Try for details. What? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been the pressure over the edge. Her agonizing scream echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I would have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one choice, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I would carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she had needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Oh my god! End. What? This game is not suitable for children, or those who are easily disturbed. What? I see an ignoring little girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to anything she might be drawing to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it was just kind of worked out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sighed out of look from the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh. Ooh. What just happened? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there can be any girls in it anyway. So wait, I'm starting this over, but Sayori's not there? The school day is as I don't even know what the fuck is happening. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's overly, oh, I can't even read, it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Christina? Monica? Bitch! What the fuck are you doing on my TV? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. So she said that she knew everything. So, was her and Sayori tight? Or what? Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics in the major clubs. And they just took up a piano. Bitch, sit down on piano. You don't have to play. Ooh, you look like a hoe. Use a thought. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Bitch, a literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members keeps her manga collection in the club of manga, right? Manga. In the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Christina, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least, very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Christina, you know that. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, Shayla. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Then we sail into Sayori. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh, whoo. Yes. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But, anyway, welcome to the club, Christina. All words escapes me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. Wait. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparable, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Christina in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Christina? The girls have a few desks arranged on the table. Yuri walks in the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Bitch, you are glitching. There's something wrong with you. I'm surprised there aren't many people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something new, brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club when we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. We keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Instead, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. So, Christina, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh, what? What gives you that idea? There's a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give me that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Look at them there. You must be willing to put your readers exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing preference too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. He lost his silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start planning activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take one of the responsibilities as vice president after all. I needed my best to nurture the club as well as members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Christina? Hold on, there's still one problem. What is it? Now that we've reached this most important topic, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, the girls exchanged glances before Monica turns back. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Christina. The thing is, we don't have enough membership to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? And you really mean that, me? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you're really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Christina, I'm so happy. They still bring no cupcakes this time. Where's the cupcakes? Hold up, I missed the whole cupcake. Monica, who made the cupcakes? Natsuki. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. We're opponent break next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Christina, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really express myself. Can I really impress the class star? Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Jerry cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to come closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Watch this shit glitch out. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Can you hear me? Oh! Oh! Oh no! Okay. Let's do cutesy stuff. Sparkle. Sweet. Ocean. Rose. Oh. Peace. Silly. Pink. Dance. Papa. Wonderful. Sugar. Rainbow. Kiss. Vanilla. Strawberry. What the fuck we're making? Oh. Oh. Lipstick. Oh. 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 Hi. Is this like scary? Wow, I'm gonna have so many jump scares. Oh my god, I've got goosebumps. I got the goosies. Hi again, Christina. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh! Thanks for keeping your promise, you bitch. Your face was obscured. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh! Oh my god. Holy balls, bruh. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, bitch, you're in the way. Bitch, why are you in the way? I can't read. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga? Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Christina. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you just come here and hang out or what. Oh my gosh. I've got if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. Is the room sideways? Why is it sideways? It's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked up a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now, it was sideways, bitch. As everyone's telling, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Any chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh, I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You look like you looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else just kind of messed it up? Natsuki finds a bunch of stacked books and boxes against the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga admits stack various books inside of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out and stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga. Look. Manga. Is that right? I don't even look. I don't even know how to say these things correctly. Bruh. Because, I mean, I know what they are. But I don't read them. I want to now. She slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Yes, girl. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can go do it through the glass of that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was in the tone of your voice. But I tell you one thing, Christina. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls in the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mauve. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, telling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read in the same time like that. Why is that? Oh, now we're reading together. Bitch, hold up. I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. She crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's practically particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read that beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Huh? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends at high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, look at how cute she... Oh my gosh, she's like a little baby. Why, Christina, why are you... She's like a little kid. Are you sure this isn't bothering you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Why are you always look all crying? Like, I couldn't ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, ew, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably hard for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Why are these letters coming out like this? At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah, I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses right into me. Hey! Oh! Oh! Girl! Oh, geez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches in her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Christina. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Who do you want to share my poem with first? Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Christina. Having a good time so far? Let me read back my read back. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities and things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Yeah. Oh, you're glitching. Fucking Natsuki literally glitched and had black eyes and a black mouth, and her dad was gonna beat the shit out of her, and you threw a freaking granola bar at her, and she's fine now? Like, are these your little cage? I bet she's in control of them. And if people find out that she gets rid of them like Symphora. What's her name? Soroki? Fuck, what was her name? Soroki? The first girl, what's her name? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I almost want to say Sakura, but that's not it. Of course I'll be afraid to break things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Christina. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of the barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Christina. Really? It's all a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's a fussy mood pretty often. Her dad don't feed her, but sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. Bitch, she didn't shut down, she glitched. The bitch glitched in my arms. Well, next to my shoulder blade, whatever. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescence growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. This shit's gonna glitch. But I burned my eyes, can no longer see. But my burned eyes can no longer see. There are others in this room. Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I bandish my pen. Brandish. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. It's like if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between worlds and top lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. You force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark pile of ink. So, just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bitch, you a hoe. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not, it's just... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be a bit to read through it. So this is that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ugh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help it. It's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that the way they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with patient practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you vulnerable feedback. Valuable. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing. Air of the present, but living in the past. Of light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Christina. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems are often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their word. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being a symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining present place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki reads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then that's when I'm sharing in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorted, again, caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing to the world that you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that most to myself. Natsuki, you must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. All this dumbass thing. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. They can try to climb. They can try to leap. They can try to race. They can try to seek. They can try to run. They can try to fly. They can just try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about that. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh. Phew. I guess that's everyone around the room. That was more stressful than I anticipated. The music's changing. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just nice. There's no way the poems can... This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furry in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Ugh. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but really it didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions about someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Christina did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Christina liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. So Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Christina appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Christina started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you. This doesn't involve you. Oh, they both said it. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Oh. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Oh my god. I'm still gonna keep going? Oh. What's gonna happen? I just let it keep going. Oh, what? Bitch. What's with that music? Hold up. Ah, me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy bitch? Oh. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, damn. Be careful, or you might cut yourself from that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh, bitch. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Christina hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns from me as if she just noticed I was standing near. Christina, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it because she was trying to cover up her sleeves. Did she cut herself in my room? She started it. How did... Oh, shit. Oh my god. This bitch is gonna scare me. I gotta close my eyes. Don't look at me, girl. Don't look at me, girl. Get off my TV screen. Girl. Hey, Christina. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Oh, bitch. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. Bitch, you was assertive when you was on my TV screen. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Christina, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm not sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Christina. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Oh. What just happened? That just went so quick. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting to sit. You know what? I'm gonna save this. Wait, I started a new game so that one went away? Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Well, I'm gonna be done for now, I guess. This is crazy. So, stay classy, stay trashy, guys.